Welcome back. This is now on TTT. We are live here on Maraval Road. And help me, please, welcome to the show Lisa Ghani, who is the honorary board member of the Down Syndrome Family Network, and Glenn Niles, founder and chairman of the Down Syndrome Family Network. Good morning.
Good morning.
And I want to ask everyone out there to help us congratulate you, Glenn, on your Points of Light Award for volunteerism, which you received from the Queen.
Thank you very much.
Well, before we come back and chat, let's check out what happened.
Founder and chairman of the Down Syndrome Family Network, Fitzherbert Glenn Niles, said his son was the driving force for starting the network.
Wanting for him to have a better life, not the life that everybody was telling me he was going to have, because I believe, he could have a better life. And then it grew. When I met with 4 other parents, and all of them wanted better lives for their children. And that was the birth of the network.
British High Commissioner Tim Stew shared why Mr. Niles was selected.
With a son with Down syndrome, Glenn, you have persevered in driving change in this country for those living with disabilities. I am in no doubt how you have had to challenge long-established behaviours and systems. And the network, created in 2011 and launched in March 2012, has made remarkable progress.
He said Mr. Niles has also mobilized others to lobby the government of Trinidad and Tobago on the ratification of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities.
Your network has played a major role in putting inclusion on the agenda, as we've just heard again, and advocating at various levels for the rights of persons with disabilities from inception. And your focus has been on creating public policy and laws that protect the rights of persons with disabilities.
Mr. Stew said Mr. Niles embodies all the qualities of a Points of Light awardee. Mahalia Joseph Wharton, TTT News.
Congratulations, Glenn. I know you've been working really hard in the vineyard for so many years. How does it feel?
I'm still in shock because everything I was doing wasn't looking forward to get any award, and so it was quite a surprise to me, and I'm just hoping that it kind of makes everybody aware of the work that we are doing and why it's so important and why we need to change our perspective on how persons with intellectual disabilities are viewed. Well, persons with disabilities on the whole are viewed here in Trinidad and Tobago. We are so fully ingrained in that charitable model.
Yes. And have you seen a change over the years that you've been working?
Oh yeah, definitely. We are seeing a slow change. But what we are really waiting on now is for national policy. It's currently being amended. I think it has gone to Parliament. It should have gone to Parliament by now for review. So we are anxiously awaiting that debate, and also for legislation to help protect and empower persons with disabilities, especially the empower part.
And this would all be part of the work that the Down Syndrome Family Network, the advocacy that you would have been doing over the years. Lisa, tell us more.
Well, I mean, the main goals of the network are advocacy and education, because when we started this network 7 years ago, there was really nothing happening in this society. We were at sort of at a dead point where these things were concerned. So it's been, quite a journey to bring these things into the forum, because I think, people are still in denial. A lot of the families are still in denial. We still hear a lot of stories about children being hidden away and not being socialized, depending on where we are in the country as well. Sometimes going out into the country areas as well, things tend to get a little, more challenging. So that the education and bringing it to the fore and really getting people to start to talk about it and doing activities as well that sort of bring it into the public domain.
One of these activities I know my daughter was involved in at school is the Lots of Socks.
Correct.
Yes. I know that's a fun way, but the young people really have become more aware about Down syndrome and become more aware and conscious about it. Yes?
Yes, because one of the most of the schools, what they started doing is not only having the children wear the socks, but some of them, they also ask them to write something about Down syndrome. So for preschool, kids to write something about Down syndrome, that means they have to go to their parents.
Right.
And the parents have to help them. So that opened up a whole, parents were calling me and saying, well, they didn't know anything about Down syndrome. They didn't know what caused it. And because they had to do this project with their child,
yes,
that, you know, it made them understand, oh, this is what it's about.
And because of the work that you do, I'm more now aware myself, and I see that so many Down syndrome children and adults are fully integrated into society, getting married, having families, yeah?
Well, yes, we're working towards that in Trinidad.
In Trinidad, but I know it happens internationally.
Yes, it does happen internationally. And in fact, 2 years ago, we have our conference every March, and we were able to bring the cast of the A&E series Born This Way,
yes,
which is an Emmy Award show now.
Yes, I remember that.
Has been, you know, awarded those for their work.
Yes.
And in that show, they really have highlighted what the possibilities are for persons with Down syndrome. And just this season, one of the couples got married.
I saw that.
So our kids look at it,
yes,
and in fact now they are talking about it, you know,
and they're so inspired.
And they are very inspired.
Very quickly, we have just about 30 seconds. Tell us about the Buddy Walk that's coming up.
Okay. Well, the Buddy Walk is another advocacy event which happens every year for World Down Syndrome Awareness Month, and it's on the 21st of October.
Okay.
And this year we've introduced the Buddy Run, which is a 5K
yes,
for the more athletic ones,
yes,
because the walk is around Nelson Mandela Park.
Yeah.
And so we are starting our registration today on raceroster.com, and you can go there for all the details. And after, of course, we have a great event this year it's going to be at the Rand Credit Union Car Park on Tragarete Road, and it's going to be games, activities, entertainment, and of course, Lisa, you and your crew are invited to come and walk and be part of it, and of course to cover it, because we want everybody to know. And it is the largest inclusive event for persons with disabilities in the Caribbean.
Fantastic.
So,
October 21st, yes?
October 21st.
Glenn, once again, congratulations. You deserve it. You know, this whole initiative deserves so much recognition. The Points of Light Award for volunteerism. Congratulations, Glenn. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. Rishi, what's happening in the world of cricket? I know you have your CPL update.
I do. I want to say congratulations as well to both of them, and especially Mr. Niles for what he has done. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I want to wish him all the best moving forward with that.